Welcome to Maths Lab. Today, we should be looking at conversion of numbers from one base to another. Okay. So now let's see. Conversion of numbers from one base to another. To convert a number from one base other than base 10 to another base, first convert the number to base 10, then to the required base. Okay. So if you want to convert a number from one base to another other than base 10, you first of all convert that number to base 10 and from base 10 to the required base. So let's quickly see that by this event first. So let's put out our solution. Okay, we bring the number 1 0 1 1 0 1 in base 2. Okay, remember in the previous class we have learned how to convert from other bases to base 10 and from base 10 to other bases. So today we are going to convert from one base to another other than base 10. So let's see this. You have to convert from base 2 to base 6. So, but first of all, you have to convert it from this base 2 to base 10 and from base 10 again to base 6. Okay, so converting base 2 first to base 10, we are going to multiply this first digit by the base. So this will be 1 times 2. 1 times this base, which is 1 times 2, raised to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, raised to the power of 5 plus this 0. 0 times 2 raised to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, plus the next digit, which is this 1. Okay, times the base raised to the power of 1, 2, 3 digits. Okay, plus this other one here, plus 1 times 2 raised to the power of 1, 2. Okay, plus 0 times 2 raised to the power of 1 plus the last digit, which is 1. Okay, times 2 raised to the power of 0. Okay, so now we are going to simplify all of that. So wherever you don't understand, you can ask your question in the comment section and we'll do justice to that. Okay, 1 times 2 raised to the power of 5. 2 raised to the power of 5 is 32. Okay, 2 raised to the power of 5 is 32, right? And now 2 raised to the power of 4 is 16. 16 times 0 is 0. Okay, 2 raised to the power of 3 is 8. And then 8 times 1 is also 8. We'll move to the next one. This is 2 raised to the power of 2. That is 4. 4 times 1 is still 4. Okay, we go over to this one. 2 raised to the power of 1 is 1 times 0 is 0. Okay, 0. Then lastly, 2 raised to the power of 0 is 1. 1 times 1 is also 1. So plus 1. Okay, if we check this out, If we calculate here, 32 plus 8 is 40. 40 plus 4, 44 plus 1, 45. So now this number is 45 in base 10. Okay. Now it is this 45 in base 10 that we are going to convert to base 6. Okay. So taking that number, taking 45 in base 10 to base 6. Okay. 45 to base 6. So we are going to divide this 45 repeatedly till the dividend is 0. Remember. So this is 6. 6 into 45 is 7 times. Okay. This is the remainder. Is 7 times, which is 42. Remainder 3. Okay. Now 6 again into 7 is 1. Remainder 1. Okay. And then 6 again into 1. It's impossible. So that's 0. You bring down the 1. Okay. So from here, we now pick the results in an upward order. And therefore, we can now say from here, we can now say therefore 101101 in base 2. That is 101101 in base 2 equals to 113. 113 in base 6. So this is how you convert a number from one base to another other than base 10 to another base. Okay, so you can see this. If you don't understand, please drop your challenge in the comment section and I will do justice to that at any time. Okay, so I will clean the board, and then today I'm going to treat two topics or two subtopics: conversion of number from one base to another, and then determining an unknown base. Okay, determining an unknown base. So let me clean this board so that I can go to, okay, let me clean it in the topic. Okay. Okay. The next topic is going to be, okay, let me clean all of that. So if you are just coming to the live stream just now, we're asked to convert 101101 in base 2 to another number in base 6. And so we were made to know that first of all, we have to convert that number to base 10. And from base 10, we convert to the required base. So but now we are going to look at determining an unknown base. determining an unknown base. Okay, so let's take one example. Okay, let's take one example. Example 1. If 305 in base B equals to 152 in base 10, comma, find the value of B. Okay, so most times you can see a base of a number represented by a variable. Could be any letter, and sometimes it's equal to another number with an unknown variable. So this is where to show you what to do. You are told that 305, if 305 in base B equals to 152 in base 10, find the value of B. So here 152 is already in base 10. So we are not going to do any work this way. We are not going to touch this side. We will only work on this side by converting this 305 to base 10. Okay, and that will take this. Okay, that will be 3 times B raised to the power of 1 2-digit, and raised to the power of 2 plus 0 here, 0 times B raised to the power of 1 plus 5 times B raised to the power of 0 equals to 152. Okay, 152 is already in base 10, so there's nothing to worry about. So we are now to simplify this left hand side, and that will be 3b squared, because 3 times b squared is 3b squared. Now 0 times b is 0, and then here is b raised to the power of 0 is 1, then 1 times 5 is 5. Okay, it's equal to 152. Okay, all right. The next thing we are going to do is to collect like terms. This is a constant number, and this is another constant number in the right hand side. So we are going to move this 5 to the right hand side. Is that okay? So I'm going to move that 5 to the right hand side of that equation. Okay, we are clear now. If I say collect like terms, it will mean 3b squared to be equals to 152 minus 5. So let's check that out. 152 minus 5 will give us, that will give us 0, 1 here, add here. It's going to give us 147. Is that right? So 3b squared will be equals to 147. Okay, and then if you divide both sides, by 3. If you divide both sides by 3, let's see the result that we're going to have. So 3b squared all over 3 equals to 147 all over 3. Is that right? Here you can see that 3 is gone. So let's divide this place now. Let's check this place out. 3 into 14 is 4 times. Okay, that is 12. 2 remain. You add the 2 here. 3 into 27 is 9. So that is 49. Okay, that is 49. It therefore means that b squared equals to 49. So what we are going to do now is to take the square root of both sides. So take the square root of both sides. Okay, let me use this space. Let me use this space here to get to the final answer. If you take the square root of both sides, let me bring that to this place. B squared equals to 49. So we have given a note here. We said take the square root of both sides. So that will be square root of b squared equals to square root of 49. And so b equals to 7, because the square root of 49 is 7. So this becomes the answer. So we have now determined that means 305 in base 7 was equals to 152 in base 10. So if you now use this 7 and put in this place and then try to convert it to base 10, you will have exactly 152. If you want us to prove that, then we can do it. Okay, but then let me do one more example. Okay, 2 more examples. Let me do 2 more examples before we end today's class. All right, but I still say, if you don't understand wherever point that you miss out, you can always chat me up in the comment section. All right, this Maths Lab channel is dedicated to making people understand maths and develop interest or passion for learning mathematics. Is that right? So if you call on me at any time, I will be there for you. So that's the main mission or goal of this channel. So let me clean this board and do another example. Okay, and do another example. If you do not understand example 1, don't worry, just watch and follow us. Maybe in example 2, the understanding or the vision will be clearer. Okay, the next example we are going to do is if 101 in base y equals to 122 in base 10, then find the value, because for now the value of y is unknown. find the value of y. Okay, if 101 inverse y equals to 122, 122, not inverse 10, 122 inverse 4 equals to 122 inverse 4. Find the value of y. You can see that on the left hand side you have this number in base y, and on the right hand side you have this number in base 4. So our first step is to convert both the left hand side and the right hand side to base 10. So let's see how we do that. Okay, so our solution will take the course this like this. Okay, you have on the right hand side you have 1, that first digit, times y raised to the power of 1 2. Okay, plus, let's skip this 0 because whatever this 0 will multiply will still be 0, plus, let's go to the last digit, which is 1, which is this one, times the base, which is y raised to the power of 0, to be equals to 1 here times the base, which is 4, raised to the power of 1 2 digits left, plus 2 times the base, which is 4. 4 raised to the power of 1 is still 4, plus 2 times 4 raised to the power of 0. Okay, so we have been able to convert those two numbers to base 10. So our next step is going to be simplification. So here 1 times y squared will give us y squared, and then plus y raised to the power of 0 is 1. Then that 1 times 1 here will be 1, equals to 4 raised to the power of 2 is 16. 16 times 1 is 16. Okay, plus 2 times 4 is 8. And then 4 raised to the power of 0 is 1. Any integer in this world raised to the power of 0 is 1. And so that 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, so let's go. You have y squared plus 1 equals to, this is 10. 10 plus 16 is what? Is 26. And so if you collect like terms, you have that y squared equals to 26 minus, if plus 1 crosses this equality sign to the right hand side, this plus 1 sign will change to minus 1. And so this will be 26 minus 1. If in the next step you will have y squared equals to 25. And so in the next step we will give a statement by saying take the square root, let me represent the square by take the square root of both sides. Okay, so if you take the square root of both sides, it means that the square root of y squared equals to the square root of 25. And so if you take the square root of y squared, you are going to have y equals to square root of 25 is 5. And so y equals to 5. So you can see that the value of y is equals to 5. Now, if you replace this letter y by 5, and then you convert that number to base 4, you will have exactly 122 in base 4. That is the meaning of that question. Okay. So the next one, we'll do one more example for today. We are going to do 3 examples. We've done the first one, we've done the second one, and we are to go to the third question. Okay. When we pick a particular topic in maths, remember this week we are in number basis, and we've taught you on how to convert from other bases to base 10 and from base 10 to other bases. Today we are showing you how to convert from one base to another other than base 10. Okay, so I'm still going to clean the board for the third example. Okay, alright, this was the second example. So I'm going to clean this board in order to be able to do the third example. Okay, so do not panic. Even if you are not good in mathematics, if you follow this, if you are consistent with this channel, if you subscribe to this channel and you listen to what we do, then anytime you will not be surprised at what you will become in terms of learning mathematics. Okay, so the next example, which is example 3, says if 1 0 0 0 in base x, if 1 0 0 in base x equals to 27 in base 10, comma, find the value of x. All right, so we've shown you example 1, example 2, and this is example 3. This will be the last example of this particular subtopic of number base. Okay, after today, tomorrow I'll do a live class by solving many questions. I can even solve 5 questions as much as I can. Tomorrow we'll be solving questions from each of the subtopics. Okay, so let's do this one for now. We are going to convert this left hand side to base 10. Okay, so you have this 1 0 0 0 in base x, 1 0 0 in base x to be equals to 27 in base 10. Okay, and you are asked to find the value of x. First of all, convert this left hand side to base 10 and then equate to the right hand side. That will give you the value of x. So here, this is 1 times, let me not give you 0. So that will give you 0. So that will be equals to 27. 27 was already in base 10, so there's nothing to do on that. Okay, so now here you can now see that x cubed equals to, x cubed equals to 27. You understand whatever we are giving to you today. Wherever you don't understand, please do well to hit 50.